hair, man.
You and my hair.
Look at this Jerry curl, cuz.
Welcome to the Sugar Show, everybody! Now the real stuff starts.
The Sugar Show.
What's up, fight fans? Welcome back to the Cool Quay Show, brought to you by the undisputed world of MMA fight fans. Today, I'm going to be making a video talking about the Sean O'Malley, Sugar Sean O'Malley, baby, versus Merab the rematch. I'm not giving my predictions. I'm not giving my breakdowns on the fight. But I want to talk about the fact that this fight is going to be totally different from the first fight. And this is why, fight fans. If you know me, if you know Cool Quay, if you've been following Cool Quay at the Undisputed World of MMA until now, you know that your man, Cool Quay, is a big fan of Sugar Sean O'Malley, fight fans. I love him. You see the shirt? I think he's the most exciting fighter on the roster. I fell in love with him when he knocked out. He had his first knockout on the Tough season, Ultimate Fighter season, and Snoop Dogg went, "O'Malley, O'Malley."
Nation. 3-piece dinner with biscuits. O'Malley! O'Malley! O'Malley!
Oh, yeah.
O'Malley! 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 Yeah.
O'Malley, three-piece dinner with biscuits. That's when I became a big fan of Sean O'Malley, fight fans. I've been having a lot of people going around. I've been having a lot of my, some of my friends, and just a lot of people going around in the world saying how Merab is just going to destroy Sean O'Malley, how Merab is going to do the same as that thing he did the first time in that fight, and how Sean O'Malley don't have a chance. And I totally disagree, fight fans, and that's the reason why I'm going to do this video and tell you why it's going to be a difference in the rematch than it was the first fight with Sean O'Malley versus Merab. As we all know as fight fans, rematches are different. Rematches are totally different. We can go back in history. We're talking about Cain Velasquez, JDS. Rematch, totally different. Trilogy was about the same as the rematch as Cain beat the brakes out of JDS. We can talk about Amanda Nunes versus Juliana Pena. We can talk about who else had a rematch and it was good. We can talk about TJ Dillashaw, Dominic Cruz. We can talk about Brandon Moreno versus Figueiredo. You get what I'm going with this fight, fans. Rematches are different. All those fights was different, okay? I love the footage I'm seeing with Sean O'Malley bringing Israel out of Sunyan, another phenomenal striker. Bringing him in from New Zealand City Kickboxing, just to get just get some different looks, a different style against a bigger, also great striker like himself, Sean O'Malley, and that's very, very good to bring those different people in the books, whether they boxers, kickboxers, wrestlers, even about Demetrius Johnson. And I love to see it. I love to see that Sean O'Malley is taking this very serious. Sean O'Malley said he's not been on social media after he lost against Merab. He has been focused on training, his diet, and has really been locked in on his career. And now he said he don't even jerk off no more. He said he left that alone.
2025, I'm done with social media. I don't get on social media. And I feel like that's changed my life. And I feel like that's going to play a role in my performance. I think all those little things. Dude, I've never felt like I didn't have.
He's really, really locked in for this rematch and just his career, period. Because this fight is going to determine his career moving forward, fight fans. It's simple as that. This is the fight that will determine where Sean O'Malley go from here. The UFC wants Sean O'Malley to win. A lot of people feel like it should have been Sean O'Malley versus Corey Sandhagen, a 5-round fight, or it should have been Peter Yan rematch, with Sean O'Malley in a 5-round fight. But either way it go, Sean O'Malley got his shot because he is the upcoming superstar. He is that big name. He's that thing that Dana White and Hunter Campbell in the UFC is looking for. Sean O'Malley, he's colorful. You know, he knocked people out. He's very, very exciting. You know, like, when have you seen a boy and Sean O'Malley fight? You know, so they want him to they want him to win. They want him to win Saturday. They've been biased. They want Sean to win. Fight fans. With all that being said, with Sean O'Malley bringing in Adesanya, but Sean O'Malley bringing in Demetrius Johnson, it's the things I want to go over. I want to get into in this video. Merab Delasfi had a good game plan. His coaches out-coached Tim Welch. Sean O'Malley coached, and it was simple as that. Sean O'Malley was training for Merab Delasfi. That's going, you know, he thought he was going to rush him. You know, but Merab stayed very strategic. He was moving around, bouncing around. We don't usually see Merab do that in fights, but that's what Merab was doing. And it kind of threw Sean O'Malley off. I could tell in the first round with Sean O'Malley. I'm being real. I'm throwing that criticism at you, Sean. Because I love you. I want to see you get it done in the rematch. But I seen Sean O'Malley get frustrated. He was expecting Merab to come out bouncing around, you know what I'm saying, being patient, you know, and just throwing all this stuff, doing all this with his hands and stuff, Merab. He wasn't expecting that. He was expecting for him to bum rush him with a takedown, to kind of have the same similar game plan that Aljamain did. But Merab learned from his teammate, Aljamain Sterling, and his coaches watched some footage, and they had a really, really good game plan when Merab fought Sean. They had a really good game plan for Merab. A really, really good game plan. And it kind of threw Sean O'Malley off a little bit, because Sean O'Malley is a counter striker. He got good footwork. He bounced around. He's waiting for you to make one mistake so he can land that beautiful, beautiful counter right hand right on your chin, like he did Aljamain, like he did a lot of other fighters. Thomas Almeida, you ask him how it turned out for him. And it just didn't go the way he thought it was going to go. And it kind of threw him off. He was tired. After all the takedowns Merab was landing, he had to get back up to his feet. He had some really good takedowns. You know, so people say that Merab just picked, just blew Sean out the park. Just, you know, just 54, 55 him or something like that. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. The fight was closer than, close. I mean, I honestly feel like Merab won the fight. But he didn't just dominate Sean O'Malley. Okay? Do you guys know what domination means? That wasn't domination. It was competitive. Like, Sean O'Malley had some strikes that stung on Merab. He even had some strikes that, had Merab almost out of there, man. Like in that fifth round when Sean O'Malley threw the teep kick right to the body. And the toes dug into the rib cage. It hurt Merab bad. But it also hurt Sean O'Malley because Sean O'Malley didn't really pull the trigger because he was gassed out, blocking out the takedowns. You know, his mind is exhausted. He's trying to figure out, like, what to do. How can I find this guy? You know what I'm saying? Then he just started headhunting. He started headhunting fight fans, and that's what really got him. But that fifth round, that teep kick really worked. And that's what Sean O'Malley had to do. You got to give him that sugar. You got to give him that brown sugar, that pink sugar. You got to throw those kicks, Sean. Use your long reach. Use what God blessed you with, your gifted talent. And that's your strike. Your strikes. That's your kicks. That's your punches. Those are jabs. He was throwing some jabs to Merab body because Merab cover up, so let's cover up like this, like Dricus the places do, like cover his old face up like this. So Sean was throwing the body shots, digging in, but sometimes he would overextend because Merab would slip, pop, and then Sean would about to take down, and Merab would be all the way on the opposite side, and then Sean would try to find him, and then so it was just a weird fight for Sean. But I feel like Sean needs to throw a lot of kicks, man. I think the way to beat Merab is that you got to implement a lot of damage on him. A lot of damage. Because he's just going to keep coming like a Terminator. He's just going to keep coming. No matter if you're Russian, like Umar. No matter if you're a great striker. No matter if you're an Olympic wrestler like Cejudo, who actually rocked Merab in the fight. In their fight. It don't matter. Merab is gonna keep coming like a Terminator. That's one thing I do like about him. He got no quit in him. He gonna keep coming like a pit bull, like a pit bull. Fight fans, like Chico. But fight fans, Sean O'Malley gotta use them kicks, leg kicks, teep kicks to the body. He gotta use roundhouse kicks. You know what I'm saying? Jab. He gotta really implement damage. He kind of gotta be how he looked against Chico Vera. Chico Vera, he not gonna wrestle you, so Sean had to worry about blocking a takedown with Chico Vera. Let's see, he had him hurt or something like that. So he was a little bit more fluent on the feet. And that's one thing I want to get into as well. Sean O'Malley cannot fight Merab in a rematch thinking about takedowns, having takedowns in his mind in his fight. Sean O'Malley had to fight his fight, which is striking. That's what he gifted at, striking. He got the power. If there's anybody to put Merab lights out, I see Sean O'Malley doing it. We haven't seen it before, but we have seen Merab like almost like finish, like he don't know where he at. He's like a zombie after he got rocked by Marlon Moraes. When he got rocked by Cejudo, really bad. Like a guy like Sean O'Malley can put, have the tools with the knees and the kicks, and he's, he got the package when it comes to the striking to hurt Merab and then pull him out, get him out of that. If anybody can do it, it's Sean O'Malley. But then if he can't do that, he needs to implement a lot of damage. Like I said, a lot of body work. He's very successful with body work when he fought Merab. When Merab rib cage is just out there, man. Out there. Every time Sean O'Malley came forward, rib cage out there. Merab just blocked. All this exposed. So he got to do that in this fight. Sean, if you're watching this video, Tim Welch, you watching this video, implement kicks. Keep your distance. Okay? I think, look, people say Tim Welch is a goofball. Tim Welch, he joke a lot. Stay calm, Merab. Calm. Good movement, Merab. Go down, Jermaine. Go for it. He joke around and talk to the other fighters in the cage. But one thing about Tim Welch is that he's an elite. He's elite. He's elite. He got IQ. He's a really, really good coach. And with this being a rematch, like I always say, in a rematch, the fighter has felt the fighter's power. They felt their strength. They felt, they seen what they weak at. And they go back to the drawing boards to see how can I implement this in a rematch to beat this person. So I'm saying, man, the fight is closer than what people think. Sean O'Malley, my advice to you is to not headhunt. Don't headhunt. You seen what Peter Yan did. Because when a great striker is fighting a wrestler and they thinking about takedowns, it throw them off their game. Right? It throw you off your game because now you're about blocking the takedown while you're trying to strike. We've seen it happen to Khabib and Conor McGregor. Khabib don't have no damn better striking than Conor McGregor. Come on, guys. Khabib better striking than Conor McGregor? No. But it looked better because Conor was thinking about the takedowns. And if you get taken down, by Khabib, guess what? We fall down, but you don't get up. You don't get up, fight fast. You just down there. While Khabib just pounding you in because he do damage on the ground. Ask Peter Yan how that turned out for him. With his little lazy eye. He was trying to headhunt. Not headhunt, but he was trying to strike. But he knew that Merab would shoot like 10 to 20 takedowns in one round just to get that one takedown. And it tired Peter Yan out, man. It was overwhelming because he was so focused on blocking Merab takedowns, not focused on his game, which is striking. So Sean. Just focus on trying to get a finish, trying to keep your distance, fight your fight like you've been fighting your fights. Let's forget about him being a wrestler. When he shoot for a takedown, that's when you start to block it, go straight to your game plan. Because I'm telling you, Merab will look like the better striker, confusing you, Sean, when he's shooting, when he's feinting. The same thing happened with Alex Pereira. Ankalaev. Striking looked way better than Alex Pereira. That's crazy to say, right? A glory kickboxer. You see what happened? Two-time champ, Alex Pereira. Another one of the best strikers in the UFC. But his striking didn't look too crisp that night when he fought Ankalaev because Ankalaev had wrestling. Ankalaev, don't get me wrong, Ankalaev got good striking too. But he was more so known his wrestling and the build up to that fight. Ankalaev, he come from the boys, the Wolf Pack, Habib, Islam, and all those guys, you know what I'm saying? He gonna take him down. He don't stand a chance against Alex standing up. And guess what Ankalaev did? Outstruck him, had him hurt. Alex Pereira solely was focused on Ankalaev taking him down. That's why his striking wasn't as crisp. So don't focus on wrestling. Oh, this guy gonna take him down. When he gonna shoot? When he gonna shoot? Because then you gonna get froze. You'll get gun shy. Don't get gun shy, Sean. You gotta throw your hands, man. You gotta throw those kicks. You gotta make it sugary out there, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to go to the sugar factory, but if you lose, I can't freaking go. I can't go without you, man. We gotta have an after party at the sugar factory Sunday after you win your fight, man. So let's get it done, Sean. I'm rooting for Sean. I'm mad if you didn't know. I'm for Sean. Win or lose, he's my favorite, one of my favorite fighters. Like I said, one of the most exciting fighters on the roster. How could you not like him? But fight fans, that's my overall take about the rematch. How Sean O'Malley can win the fight, and how Merab can win the fight. Merab say he goes try to strike with Sean, so that's very interesting. We'll see how that turn out for him. But if he does really go out there to do that, he can be in a lot of danger. So I don't think that Merab is that stupid to do to follow the same game plan that Bilal Muhammad did. But yes, fight fans, that's my take. Tell me what you got for the fight. I will give my final predictions and breakdowns in a couple more days, so look out for that. Me and the crew, look out for that. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Comment down below. How do you see this fight playing out? Who do you have, and why you have the opponent that you're going for? And let Cool Koi know, engage. I appreciate the people engaging on my last video about the Tom Aspinall, Duck Jones situation. So I appreciate that. That's why I had to talk about, man. I just want to get it out of my system. That fight fans, tell a friend and tell a friend, tell a friend. And that MMA fan, you wonder. I know.
And you know this, man.